Today we're diving into the world of psychology. Ever feel like you're on autopilot? In 10 minutes, we'll explain 38 psychological tricks. From why you can't resist a sale to why you keep hitting snooze, get ready to unlock your mind. Let's get started. Ever scroll past bad news, ignoring that credit card statement? That's the ostrich effect. Burying your head in the sand makes things worse. Next time, take a deep breath and face it head on. This one is all about FOMO, the fear of missing out. We hate to feel like we're missing out, even if it costs our happiness. Ask yourself, is this serving me? Is this bringing me joy? If not, it might be time to move on. Our brains trick us with perception. A decent hotel feels luxurious after camping. That's the contrast effect. We judge things by comparison, not on their own merit. Don't fall for the illusion of comparison. We've all met them. People who sound smart but don't know what they're talking about. They've mastered chauffeur knowledge, repeating information without understanding. Challenge assumptions. True knowledge comes from understanding, not memorization. We put a high value on things we create ourselves, even if they're not perfect. That's the IKEA effect. This bias can blind us to areas where we need improvement. Sometimes a fresh perspective is all we need to take our creations to the next level. Embrace feedback. Our brains love to latch on to irrelevant details, making them seem more important than they are. Remember, the big picture is what matters most. Don't let minor details overshadow your accomplishments or hold you back from achieving your goals. Ever feel like everyone's watching you? That's the spotlight effect. The truth is, people are more concerned with themselves. So take a deep breath, relax, and step out of that imaginary spotlight. First impressions matter. The halo effect proves it. We generalize initial impressions to unrelated areas. Don't let one trait cloud your judgment. Know the whole picture before forming an opinion. Humans are social creatures, hardwired to return favors. This is reciprocity. It can be used for good, but be aware of manipulation. True generosity comes from the heart, not obligation. We all love to take credit for our successes, but when it comes to failure, not so much. That's self-serving bias. Owning up to mistakes is crucial for growth. Embrace it as a chance to learn and improve. Ever buy a new pair of shoes and suddenly feel the need to upgrade your entire wardrobe? That's the Diderot effect. One purchase can trigger a spiral of unnecessary spending. Don't let the thrill of a new purchase lead you down a rabbit hole of debt and clutter. Be mindful. The first piece of information we get often influences our decisions. This is the anchoring effect. Be aware of this bias in big decisions. Our brains are wired to focus on the negative. It's a survival mechanism, but it can also make us overly pessimistic. Challenge this bias by consciously focusing on the good. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small they may seem. Ever stay in a bad movie just because you paid for the ticket? That's the sunk cost fallacy. We're reluctant to abandon something we've invested in, even if it's failing. If something isn't working, cut your losses and move on. We think more choices are better, but too many can lead to analysis paralysis. Ever stare blankly at a menu with 50 dishes? Simplify your life by narrowing down your options. Remember, sometimes less is more. The way information is presented can significantly influence our decisions, even if the facts are the same. This is the framing effect. Be aware of how information is presented to you. Look beyond the surface and consider the message. We tend to underestimate how much will change in the future. This is the end of history illusion. Embrace the fact that you're a work in progress. Be open to new experiences, new perspectives, and new versions of yourself. Keep evolving. Our beliefs can become self-fulfilling prophecies. This is the Pygmalion effect. Set high expectations for yourself and others. Believe in your ability to achieve great things. We have a deep desire to be consistent with our past actions and beliefs, even when those actions and beliefs no longer serve us. This is known as the consistency effect. To break free from this bias, find an accountability partner. We're terrible at estimating how long things will take. This is known as the planning fallacy. Break down large tasks into smaller, more manageable steps, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. It can make a big difference. We tend to seek out information that confirms our existing beliefs, even if that information is biased or inaccurate. This is confirmation bias. Challenge your own beliefs and be open to the possibility that you might be wrong. We're more likely to adopt a belief or behavior if it's popular, even if it goes against our better judgment. This is known as the bandwagon effect. Always make your own decisions based on your own values and principles. The less we know, the more we overestimate our abilities. This is the Dunning-Kruger effect. Humility is key. Ask for help from experts. We feel the pain of loss more strongly than the pleasure of gain. This is loss aversion. Embrace failure as a stepping stone to success. Remember, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Keep pushing forward and success will follow. Marketers use this often. They present a less desirable option to make the target seem more appealing. This is the decoy effect. Focus on options that truly appeal to you, not those designed to manipulate. We tend to judge the likelihood of an event based on how easily we can recall similar events from our past. This is known as the availability heuristic. Don't let vivid memories or media hype distort your perception of reality and facts. Seek out objective information and make decisions based on facts, not fear or emotions. The belief that past events can influence future random events is known as the gambler's fallacy. Remember, each coin flip is independent. Don't let this fallacy cloud your judgment. After an event occurs, we often overestimate our ability to have predicted it. This is known as hindsight bias. Be humble. Learn from your experiences, but don't beat yourself up for not knowing everything in advance. We have a natural tendency to resist being told what to do, even if it's in our best interest. This is called reactance bias. Ask yourself if you're resisting something simply because you don't like being told what to do. We often feel pressured to act, even when waiting is the better option. This is action bias. Before you act, take a step back and assess the situation. Sometimes, the best course of action is to take no action at all. We focus on success stories, ignoring failures. This is survivorship bias. Don't let others' highlight reels discourage you from pursuing your dreams. We're naturally drawn to people and things that are similar to us. This is the unity principle. Embrace diversity and recognize the immense value in different perspectives and experiences. We remember incomplete tasks more vividly than completed ones. This is the Zeigarnik effect. Break down large tasks into smaller chunks. Celebrate your accomplishments no matter how small. The more people present in an emergency, the less likely any one person is to help. This is the bystander effect. If you see someone in need, don't hesitate to act. You could make a life-saving difference. Every second counts. We prefer options with clear outcomes over those with uncertain outcomes, even if the uncertain option has the potential for greater reward. This is known as the ambiguity effect. Embrace uncertainty as an opportunity for growth and discovery. Sometimes the greatest rewards come from taking the road less traveled. Once we learn something, it's hard to imagine not knowing it. This is the curse of knowledge. Be patient when explaining things. Never underestimate the power of a good analogy. We rely too heavily on averages, ignoring data distribution. This is the illusion of averages. Look beyond them. Don't let a single number mislead you. We place a higher value on things we own simply because we own them. This is known as the endowment effect. Consider their actual worth, not just their sentimental value. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, like, share, and subscribe for more content. Understanding these tricks can help us make better decisions, build stronger relationships, and live fulfilling lives. Let us know in the comments which trick surprised you the most. We love hearing from you guys. The more you understand your mind, the more control you have over your thoughts and actions.